Hello, welcome to Tuesday's tarot tutorial video. Today I would like to talk about the tarot cards that represent family, specifically looking at generational cards, soul family, and physical family members. I had discussed in a previous video called Our Cosmic Parents that described the sun as our celestial father and the moon as our celestial mother. So going a step further, I would like to first focus on the star card, which can represent the celestial tapestry that the sun, moon, and stars occupy. So more so, the star card is a card of genealogy and ancestry in the heavenly realm. This card represents the cosmos, heaven, other realms and galaxies, and heaven. We see the goddess pouring down blessings onto the earth, and this depicts a benevolent energy of help from a higher power. And aside from the typical associative meaning of spirit guides and angels, this card can be seen as a generational card. It is our genealogy, genetic lineage, and ancestors that have gone before us and passed on, who are now looking after us in other realms and dimensions in the afterlife. I feel like this card is kind of a difficult one to grasp from our limited human perspectives because it's so expansive in meaning and function. I want to kind of share a personal story. This card kept showing up in my readings when I was doing some genealogy research of my family's history's genetic lineage. And I was having dreams that this Native American ancestor was trying to connect with me, which sparked an interest actually for me to do some research. And I was able to find out that I'm actually part Cherokee on my mom's side, which was interesting for me to connect with that. And shortly after, I had gotten a reading from another psychic who shared my current spirit guide actually comes from the Native American tradition. So that all tied together quite nicely for me. And I sort of associate this card now with spirit guides, yes, which I already had known, but just sort of a genetic lineage and genealogy sort of influencing energy. So, all right, that's enough about me. We can move on to the next card. So the next card I want to talk about is the Hermit card. And the Hermit has a similar feel to the spirit guides and angels as seen with the star card, as this older figure is holding a guiding light on his journey. He's also coming from a higher place and literally a higher altitude from on top of this mountain. We see the snowy mountain down here at the bottom of the card. He has wisdom and has been through all of the initiations of life. If he's not in a physical body, he would be considered a guide. If he is living, though, he would represent enlightened teachers, gurus, or grandparents that are worthy of respect and honor, that really have earned all of their gray hairs and lengthy beard. We see the Hermit has a lot of gray here. So in a family context, the Hermit is the grandmother or grandfather and also parent to the Empress and Emperor. I feel like because the Empress and Emperor are the more central figures and cornerstones of life, I include them in a lot of my tarot tutorials, so I won't go into too much detail here in this video. Simply, they are the mother and the father. They are either our literal parents or someone that we would consider to be a parental type figure. So then we have the Six of Cups, which are the children of the Empress and Emperor and grandchildren to the Hermit. We see in this card a son and a daughter in the yard of a house here as the setting, and they're enjoying the playful imagination of youth. And I always find it funny that there is a guard type figure that you can barely see on the edge of this card that's sort of walking away from them. And I see that to be as like this person as a babysitter or someone who is hired to guard the house. Either way, the children are well protected on the family's domestic grounds. The children card falls under the cups category because cups are generally understood as feelings and love. And it's easy to love children when they are so innocent and open to receiving care and nurturing. There's sort of this sort of open book that can absorb all of the teachings of life and are very impressionable. And it's very important for them to sort of saturate the energy and the knowledge and the wisdom from the Empress and the Emperor cards. Okay, so the last family card that I want to discuss is the Ten of Pentacles and also the Ten of Cups. I'll start with the Ten of Pentacles. This is our physical family of origin, and this is a generational card because in the imagery we see a man, a woman, we see a small child, two dogs, and this grandparent figure that is possibly the Hermit and the Emperor and the children here. So we see them all being collected together and depicted in this one card. They're all sort of under this one roof here, and we can still see that the house here is in the background. So they're still on that sort of domestic setting. And this is our physical family of origin. This is a generational card. This card also represents all generations, siblings, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, pets, etc. There is a collection of stability and support with this card, and everyone functions well together. They pool their resources. They support each other financially and morally, and they're present. This isn't to say that they don't have problems, but they function well as a unit. It is a solid thing, and family is the most important part of life to these characters. So the last family card is the Ten of Cups that I'll talk about here. So we still have an element of the Ten of Pentacles seen in this card. It is similar in that we see the generations here with the man and the woman and the two children that are seen here in this Cups card. It could also very well be a family of origin, but the main distinction of this card is that they either include other people that aren't from the family of origin, or they are the family that feels more authentic from the family of origin. So we see this card as typically being like a soul family or soul tribe of people. The Ten of Pentacles card is the one of you can't choose your family. And the Ten of Cups card is the one of chosen family or friends that feel like family. Since it is cups, it can also be a spiritual gathering of people, like in a church, or a gathering of creative people, like-minded people, or just a group that shares similar interests. So whatever it may be, they certainly enjoy the company of everyone included. This could be an adopted family. If it is actually the family of origin, this card indicates happy and peaceful times where really all is well in paradise. All right, so thank you for watching this tarot tutorial. I hope you found this information useful and entertaining. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos.